Can we stably load the PlayStation limit of 100 mods into our Fallout game using the method I presented? Let's find out. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Compulsive Survival Builder. First off, I want to say I'm sorry it took so long to finish this video. I've had a lot going on in my personal life, including a new relationship, a new position at work, as well as trying to find a new living space. It's been hectic, so I haven't had a whole lot of time to devote to debugging this load order, but now I think I've got it. I'm not going to go over it in too much detail, but here it is. The complete list, as well as the enabling schedule, will be pinned in the comment section, as well as the comment section of my other related videos. Full disclosure, I do have two mods that are not currently enabled, because I don't want them to take effect quite yet. But I don't think they pose too much of a threat to a crash later on, so hopefully you won't consider that cheating. If this video gets a positive enough response, then I'll continue the playthrough, and maybe we'll get to the point where they're all enabled. If you don't know what I mean about the method I presented, check out the mod loading overview posted on my page. There will also be a link in the description and at the end of this video. These are the steps I took to load all of these mods into the game and get to this point. This method has always worked out for me, but this is the first time I've actually tried to hit the limit and take full advantage of mods on PlayStation. Given that the channel is called the Compulsive Survival Builder, obviously there are a lot of mods centered around building and crafting. This has made the crafting the most challenging part of this process so far. I've had to stomp out the 0KB error a few times at just about every workbench, and it also seems that time spent crafting in general has become a factor. In every case so far, however, I've been able to get through with the 0KB troubleshooting method, and then either moving the mod I'm trying to use to the bottom of the crafting section, or by just breaking up the crafting session itself into smaller bites with a save and reset before I go back to work. Granted, that's made it a bit tedious, but we all know that eventually you get to a point where you're crafting less and less, and I'm thinking maybe we ought to try to take advantage of the manufacturing to try to limit the crafting even more. Plus realism, right? If you'd like to ask questions about your own load order, get clarification of parts of the procedure, vote on what kind of video I do next, or just get together to chat games, I do have a Facebook page and an associated Facebook group that I will also leave links for in the description. I know there's going to be people that this is all they came for, was to see the load order. And you know what, maybe that means I should have put it at the end of the video to get my watch time, but, you know, I'm hoping that not only will they see the load order, but they're going to want proof. They're going to want to see my game running stably. Well, mostly stably. I mean, you load 100 mods, plus I've got Creation Club content too, so it's technically more than 100 mods with all the Creation Club content. I could show you that, but it's not really any reason to, because it has nothing to do with load order. It does come into play when you're enabling your mods, so keep that in mind, but that's notated in the comments, and I go over it in the overview video as well. If you haven't watched the overview video yet, this one's going to give you an example of being able to load a bunch of mods on PlayStation if you've already watched that video, and if you watch this video and you get intrigued and you're like, wow, that's a lot of mods and it seems to be running stably, how did he do that? Then you can go watch that video then. The other thing is that one of the reasons I made that video and that I wanted to make this video were that the advice I always got when I was running into trouble with having a bunch of mods in my game was delete some of your mods. And like that's 90% of the advice out there for PlayStation modding is delete some of your mods. So that's all of them. Here you go. Delete some of your mods. Well, that's not really helping, is it? Or buy a PC. But okay. But I've already got the PlayStation. I've got the game. I've got whatever extra money I've spent on the game with Creation Club content, or or DLCs. There's all kinds of money that's been invested here, and a PC is 2 or 3 times that. Once again, I'm doing this because telling people they can't or that they shouldn't do what it is they're trying to do doesn't seem to be any help to me. That's not helping. That's naysaying and ignoring the issue. One of the other things that came up, the comment section of the mod loading video, mentioned that Bethesda has spent the time and effort to pretty much eliminate the 0KB error in the new Anniversary Edition of the Skyrim game. Now, does that mean they're going to come back and do it for Fallout? I seriously doubt it. Yeah. Don't think that's going to be a thing. So, hopefully this stuff that I'm doing is going to stay relevant, and it's going to continue to help people. If you want to help me out, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and maybe one day I can do this for a living. I think that's about it for news. Let's check out the game. So I did all of this in the remote cabin. Yeah, that's one of the mods I have loaded. I know I got a piece of power armor, so I've only done a few things. So I did my weapons, and that took a little while because, like I said, I was running into crafting issues with the workbenches, and I did what armor I had so far, and then I went and got the power armor that's like over by, yeah, it's like over here, just past the robotics disposal ground, and then I brought it back. But I have started from this save a few times and gone out playing to check things. I've been to Diamond City, run around, killing stuff. I've tried to start some quests, but I left this save alone. So, because I've done so much debugging, I can't remember exactly everything that I've done. Once again, I've got this excellent flashlight mod. I like this one a lot. It's listed on the mods list, but I like, now the shadows aren't perfect, as you can see like, that's the log casting a weird like triangle shadow on this, but I mean, it's kind of dynamic. Like, they did pretty good with this, especially for how small the mod is. It only casts like in front of you. Even you have a shadow because your Pip-Boy's on your left arm. See? So that's it. This is a really cool mod. Plus, if you change your Pip-Boy, the reason my Pip-Boy is white, why I changed my screen white, was because that way the light is white. It's also a little bit brighter. I really like it. It makes the game feel a lot more realistic to me. This is the power armor I got. I did the flame paint job for no particular reason, but we're gonna take it. I got that power armor mod so that now my carry weight is 100,000 pounds because I'm in the power armor, right? I talked about that in my last series. I see these things like the loader from Aliens, where this thing should be able to lift a car. So I don't know why your weight limit is only like a couple 100 pounds. This thing is, you know, hydraulic, and it's nuclear, for Christ's sake. This thing's nuclear. So, I mean, it's got a fusion core in it. It's even better. But I'm not going to spend too much time cruising around the remote cabin. I already did a video on my channel where we just kind of showcase the remote cabin. But let's what do I have equipped? Okay, I got my zombie slayer equipped. Oh yeah, there's the billboard. Okay, it's raining. That's another dynamic weather mod. It's excellent. The rad storms are amazing. And then they have dust storms that are like in your face. It's a really good weather mod. So I've been through Sanctuary. I didn't have any crashes here. On my last playthrough, I remember I had a crash when I went to Concord and then tried to come back to the Underground Railroad manhole that's just outside of the Red Rocket here. I got a Sanctuary bridge fix, the better Sanctuary bridge fix. It doesn't look brand new. It's a good one, I like it. I got rid of mods that get rid of these guys because I have a mod that expands the building border for all the settlements, and it makes it so you can scrap these guys. Let's go somewhere interesting. I opened up all the doors in the Underground Railroad. I loaded as many traveling NPCs as I could. I loaded the cap on those. So everything's like pretty maxed out, so we might actually run into somebody traveling down here. It's actually a pretty good possibility. Last playthrough, I scrapped this out and I made a whole downstairs basement. There's a tutorial video on my channel, but it teaches you how to do that. You do need to scrap that settlement in order to get rid of all this rubble and debris. But there's a method to where this downstairs that most people that have this mod know it as just sort of the warp zone. You go down there and it warps you back up here. You can build down there. I've built quite expansive spaces, and it's pretty neat. Let's go. Well, let's go check out Diamond City. Why not? There's a lot going on here. Okay. A little bit of a frame rate drop, but that's normal and right downtown Boston. See, Piper's still there. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's right, because I have maximum encounters. So every area spawns the max level enemy that it can, instead of gauging it with you. That's an iBot fighting zombies. See there, the zombies like. Oh, and a dude. Really? You hurt my dog? Screw you, dude. Come on, man. You're supposed to be tougher than that. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe my mods. Really, that guy too? Never fear, the zombie slayer is here.
Sorry. Should have just run.
You got him. Man, that thing killed the iBot. Well, alright. So, I mean, this is running good. I'm not gonna go. I want to kind of showcase a few areas. So, I don't want to go, like, start the Diamond City quest. Look, pile of dead bodies here. Ooh, he's got a bunch of stuff. Ooh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. Damn. Okay. Yeah, let's do the Dillinger. Come here. Come here. Getting some combat. See, the combat's still working good, and I have the combat overhaul. Ooh, headshots. This is running good, guys. Like, I mean, we know that downtown Boston is like one of the glitchiest, crappiest areas you can go to. And like, most of the advice I've heard regarding modding in downtown Boston. I got a sniper? I'm stuck on something. Man, I'm almost out of ammo on this thing. Whoa! Man, I'm on fire. Damn, I'm getting beat up. Down to 50% health. But see, that's the other thing, is that the power armor really protects you with these mods. Okay, out of ammo. Let's see. I tried to kind of split up the ammo types so that almost all ammo types would be useful with the weapons that I have. The immersive gameplay changes a lot of them though, so like if you don't recognize what something is using, then that's probably why. Okay. A stim pack, which is a little different than it used to be. Kind of makes you woozy and... Whoa! Really? I just popped off 2 shots from the hip and got him, huh? Whoa. Dang, man, lot of combat. So maybe I will keep this save, because there's gonna be a lot of loot here. Okay, I need something better. How about just my nail driver? This thing's pretty badass. I got a recon scope on it. Jeez, I'm still in danger. Come on, dog. How many stim packs do I have left? I wonder if I have... I just kind of went at it over here, didn't I? Let's, okay, I'm gonna loot these guys. I'm gonna kind of cut here and I'll loot these guys and we'll come back to it. Okay, so one thing to take note of is apparently enemies despawn very quickly. I don't know. Like, this guy's gone. That Brotherhood of Steel sniper that was over here, he's gone. You can see downtown Boston. It's running pretty good. Pretty good. Looks like the Sentinel guy over there's... Ooh, there's a drop. Yeah, the iBot's gone as well. So yeah, I guess just something to be aware of. Not all the enemies just kind of hang out till you're done fighting. But I think, you know, at least with the zombies in my last playthrough, I seem to remember that kind of being the case as well. Anyway, let's check some other place out. Get the sound going there. I noticed that every once in a while the sound goes away, but if you take aim, it comes back. Let's see, where should we go? I was kind of trying to think of, it might be this way, the place that leads to like the I think Adam Cat's shop. Zombies. zombie slayer, if you're gonna do one of these zombie horde, I have corpse collisions and everything for like realism, but like I was saying, if you're gonna do these mods that spawn in all these zombies and then change like the power of them, just all the zombie mods that I have, I would definitely recommend picking up the zombie slayer that I got here. Otherwise you're gonna run out of ammo. Took out kind of a horde there. That showcased the zombie slayer pretty good. Let's check out another place. So I can't remember where the Atom Cats are. Maybe it is Weston. I don't think it's Weston. I don't know. Let's just give some of these doors a shot and see what we find. How about that? Oh, no. So this is over. Wait. Oh, whoa. Okay. I know where this is. Later in the game. Yeah, more hordes. Jeez. So this is definitely okay. This is definitely a zombie apocalypse build. Oh man, something's going on. Okay. So maybe Quincy? Yeah. Okay. But there's the Atom Cats. And oh, there's the castle. So at some point during this playthrough, I am going to play through the Minutemen quests and get to the point. You got to get the Minutemen artillery, because there's a quest where one of the NPCs walks through the broken wall for the artillery, and then she goes back, and after that I'm gonna try out that castle revamp mod to see what that looks like, and we can kind of showcase that. Still running smooth. These guys are doing good. Doing their thing. Looks like they're keeping the zombies away. There's some in the swamps over here coming this way. It's yeah, Fallout zombie apocalypse. And if you have this Underground Railroad mod, it's nice. I do really enjoy sort of picking, because I play in survival mode. There's a workbench here, and then this is a 100 power switch, like one of those fusion switches or something like that. So you can build down here. In my last playthrough, I did like a whole living area down here. Is pretty expansive, and then like I said, I built down in the sub basement and I was putting manufacturing stuff down there. This is a good sort of immersive fast travel if you like to play in survival mode like I do. I dig survival mode because it gives the food and water and stuff purpose, is how I feel about it. Yeah, so this is pretty much cleared out. And the fusion core I got for this was the one you find in the mole rat cave right over there. So I was able to get a fusion core right off the bat, and then the power armor was over that way somewhere. I showed you on the map. I did access the workbench here. So this is what I was talking about with this, is that I have scrap that settlement extras living and dead, so I can scrap dead people. Save, scrap, and scrap raider. And I'll go ahead and scrap that tire iron too, because boom, see, gone. So I don't know if I can get rid of the blood. No, that will be there forever. But yeah, so you can, if you get that mod that expands the borders for your settlements, then you don't need a mod to get rid of those guys. I wanted to get like a Walking Dead feel out of this, kind of. I mean, there's still the whole Fallout end of it with all the technology and the 50s feel and stuff like that, but I wanted sort of the mechanic to be like that, where like you deal with most of the zombies with a blade like this. They're running really well. See, but also Curse of Darkness, I think it sped them up just a little bit. See, they look to be a little faster than the Zombie Walkers mod allowed them to be, a little bit. But the other thing I noticed, and this is a feature, and it was advertised in the mod, is at night, and they get faster. They get a lot faster, and that's interesting. I found that fun. So if you're caught out after dark, you could be in real trouble. And they obviously do a lot more damage than they used to. I know these interiors over here, but see, I don't want one. I don't want the ones that are open to the outside. I'm sure those work fine. I know there's some zombies. I think there's zombies in here though. Let's check it out. Okay, yeah. So this was a glitch last time when I showcased this mod. I think there's some textures missing that it was pulling from. We'll just go. Yeah, but that happened last time too, where the zombies like didn't have heads. And what's weird is they can't see you either, because they don't have heads. So whatever. But yeah, the interiors, Drifter Settle. This is. Yeah, and there's a little storyline with the terminals and stuff for these if you want to do that. I just wanted more junk and interiors to explore. They seem to be working. No crashes. Just that zombie head glitch. Oh, visitor. This might happen. I know that last time I had these interior mods, I was running into a glitch. I've rearranged some stuff since last time. So there's a new load order. It's different from my last playthrough. But I went down to an interior. What I did was I went through the Concord quest in the historical shop. But then when I would come back this way, it would crash. So I might crash. I hope I don't. Let's find out. No crash. Sweet. So once again, I mean, that gives me a little more confidence, but what I did last time was I had gone through the Minuteman, the initial main storyline quest down in Concord. But yeah, so, I mean, guys, I haven't done a whole lot. I mean, I didn't start any quests here. We could have started the Concord quest, but like I said, I checked some of those out. I can't guarantee the entire thing is stable, but that's what I mean about tending your garden with your load order and your mods. Is, you know, if you run into something that's causing you trouble, you might have to back up a save, kind of look at, maybe do some research on the crash that you experienced and what mods you're using. But guys, 100 mods. I know, like I said, I haven't done a whole lot. I'm thinking I ought to do a playthrough with this. But it's looking pretty damn stable to me. Okay, so now there's really only one thing left to show you, and that is the save check procedure for the 0KB error. And this is really only applicable if you're playing in survival mode. because in survival mode you have to get a mod to save, and that's this mod. So the procedure is you do an autosave first, and that checks for the 0KB error. So you do an autosave, and that way it doesn't overwrite your regular save file, and then you have to wait a minute just to make sure you don't get 0KB. Looks like we're good. We're good. Still not getting it. So we know we're safe. And we haven't done anything else. So now you can overwrite your save file. And this is the one you want to load every time. These hard saves are the cleanest saves that are available in the game. And you only get one in survival mode. So that's why you want to autosave first. You always want to do this two-save process. You're going to autosave first. And then do a regular save to once you know the save file is clean and doesn't have a 0KB error. Now, it's certainly possible that during this playthrough, I am going to run into the 0KB error. We didn't this time, but I still have debugging to do. So, as I film and go through this is going to be a debugging process. We might have to do some troubleshooting in order to get around 0KB. Anything can happen, but right now, we're stable. The mod's working, no crashes, no 0KB. I'd call this a successful first run trial, and we will continue debugging from here. I'm gonna just cut it here and call it good. Call it proven that you can load 100 mods into your game, and I will do this playthrough, and I will continue to prove it, and eventually I will get the Nuclear Radiator Resources mod and the Castle Revamp mod enabled so that I officially have 100 mods loaded. Other than that, make sure you check out the Facebook page and the associated Facebook group. I have a poll up on the group about some options about future videos. If you'd like to vote on that, I do check it out, and I will check it out, and I will listen to people. I know there's some new games that just came out. There's Far Cry 6, there's Dying Light 2, Horizon Forbidden West is coming up soon, but I don't have a PS5 yet, so I don't know about that. We can keep doing this if this is really what everybody wants, because this is what people seem to really come here for, is to check out the mods, to get my sort of opinion about everything and how to get them working right, and they do. They appear to be. I will continue this playthrough at least on my own. This is exactly the game that I wanted to build. So if you liked the video, please hit the like button. It really does help me out. It helps share the video through the YouTube algorithm to other people. So that's how you get your suggested videos, is from other people liking those videos. If you're enjoying the content, then consider subscribing to the channel. If nothing else, it provides you with a handy list of channels that you can just jump on YouTube and you know you've enjoyed their content. But it really helps me out if you subscribe. And then, like I said, one day maybe if I can get this channel popular enough, then I can do this for a living and I can create even more content, do more research, maybe figure out other problems. So stay safe out there, Wastelanders.